Hey guys, welcome back to the Pitera channel, and today we're going to talk about travel insurance and why you need it now in a post-pandemic cruise environment more than you ever have before. And I'm going to talk about it right after this. Welcome back, and thanks for staying through the intro. As always, please make sure you click the subscribe button, click that little bell notification, that way YouTube will let you know every time I upload a brand new video. Also, we do have a new service if you haven't heard. It's a text messaging system that can give you news alerts as it applies to the cruise and travel industry. Be the very first to get the news. Text me right now the word cruise to 305-574-9213. It's totally free, other than if your carrier charges you data and text rates, which most don't. So today we're going to talk about travel insurance and why now more than ever you need it for your upcoming vacation. We're going to talk about what is and what isn't covered, but first let's talk about what travel insurance in general is and what it covers for you. Okay, the first thing that cruise insurance is going to cover you for is trip cancellation. Now, trip cancellation covers you for several different things. The first is unexpected illness. If you fall ill and your physician says it's not wise to cruise, or even if you're denied boarding because at the cruise the medical staff says that you may have coronavirus, it would cover you for a refund on your cruise. It would also cover you if someone traveling with you unexpectedly falls ill or dies. It will also cover you if you're involved in an accident on the way to the cruise and it causes you to miss the cruise. Or even a natural disaster or legal obligation such as jury duty forces you to miss your cruise. The next thing it covers is trip interruption. Now, this is similar to trip cancellation. This coverage covers you for the same type of things should they happen after the vacation has already started. Some policies also cover you in the event that your cruise misses a scheduled port, as long as it was not announced prior to boarding the ship. This is a big one. Should you find yourself getting ill after you've already started and mean medical expenses. Most policies will cover you in the event you fall ill or had a medical necessity while you're on your cruise. Most of the time, these policies have a pre-existing clause that look back to 120 days before your trip, but some policies do waive that pre-existing clause. The next one, and this is a huge one, is medical evacuation. The medical evacuation benefit covers you for emergency air or ground transportation from the hospital to an emergency care facility that is equipped to treat you. You'll be transported to the nearest hospital that can provide adequate care. Now, this is a great benefit because if you've been unfortunate enough to be airlifted off the ship, you know that this can cost between $50,000 and $100,000. Next, and I've actually used this one several times myself, it will cover you for lost luggage. Now, if you lose your luggage or it's delayed, it will cover the cost of luggage replacement, cost of items inside the luggage, there are some exclusions, and a per diem amount of money so that you can purchase clothing and hygiene supplies until your luggage is found. And also, a lot of insurances have a cancel for any reason. That means if you have to cancel your cruise and it doesn't fall into any of the covered reasons, this part of the policy will allow you to get a partial or full refund regardless of the cancellation reason. Now, know if you're buying your insurance from the cruise line, they do offer cancel for any reason, but the refund is usually in the amount of a future cruise credit for another cruise, and like with Carnival, it's only 75% of your cruise amount. Okay, so now that we know what travel insurance is, let's get rid of the elephant in the room right away. Lots of people are posting misinformation online and saying that travel insurance does not cover you in the event of a pandemic. This is absolutely not true. I verified it with lots of insurance companies, including Carnival's insurance company, Aon, and you are absolutely covered under coronavirus should you fall ill prior to getting to the ship, or the medical staff on the ship says you're too ill or you have a fever or for whatever reason you can't board. You will absolutely be covered by your travel insurance. Now, right now, Carnival is being pretty lenient on cancellations and refunds and future cruise credits, but I promise you that's not going to last forever. Once cruise starts opening back up, the cruise lines aren't going to be as liberal as far as saying, okay, well, you can't board, so we're going to give you your future cruise credit and an onboard credit. That's not going to happen once we start back up. When cruising gets back to normal, in just a couple of months, The cruise lines are going to look at it the same way as if you had the norovirus beforehand and you weren't allowed to board. They're going to look at you and say, unfortunately, you're in a no refund period. Did you buy the insurance? And if you say no, it's unfortunate, but you'll end up missing your cruise and being on the hook of having paid with no refund. I can't tell you how much enough I stress getting travel insurance. I have travel insurance for every cruise that I go on. There are two different ways to get your insurance. The first, if you're going through your cruise line, call your cruise line or call your travel agent. They can add their policies on for you. The cruise lines insurance are a little more restrictive. They're slightly less expensive than buying insurance on your own through other companies. I personally prefer Insure My Trips insurance over the cruise lines insurance. It's not much more expensive, and you can tailor the policies to exactly what you're looking for. Now, if you go down to the description down below, I will put a link to insuremytrip.com. If you click on that link, or you go to my website at salpitera.com and click on the link there, not only will you get a little discount on your insurance, but it also supports our channel as well, just because you clicked on that link. So that's travel insurance. I hope it helps answer your questions again, and I know there's going to be people posting in the comments that you're not covered for coronavirus because it's a pandemic. Those people, I'm telling you in advance, are incorrect. You are covered for any illness as long as you didn't have that illness when you bought the insurance. So that's it for me. I'll see you guys next time up on the Lido deck.